Hey everybody, it's Bill with Franklin Loan Center, and it is Wednesday, September 21st, almost to the end of Q3 of 2022. Just on a couple things today. First, it was Fed Day, or it is Fed Day, and as expected, the Fed did increase by 0.75%. The market is basically kind of having a bit of a muted response to this whole thing. When I say the market, I mean mortgage bonds, so thus interest rates. So far, not too much of a response to it. We're hoping to see a bit of an improvement. It's been an ugly ride for interest rates for about a month and a half now. So anyway, actually a little more than a month and a half. So, but for now, at least we didn't get worse, so that's a good thing. So that's it on the Fed. And then I found an interesting article. It's actually on Realtor.com this week, and it's making the case that the last week of September, so next week, is statistically speaking the best week of the year to buy a house. So of course, it's like, where in the world did they come up with that? And by the way, I'll put a link to the article down below. But so the case that they're making is, and they're talking about this, how this year really the market trends as far as inventory increases through spring and now kind of maxing out right now. Those are kind of back to pre-pandemic. It like happens every single year. And that last week of September is where kind of inventory sort of kind of starts to peak. And so there's more inventory, and all buyers, and buyers are starting to leave the market, right? So it's kind of this perfect balance of buyers and sellers, and it typically tips a little bit towards the buyer side, again, historically speaking, for this year. For what it's worth, of course, there's report after report of inventories growing. Well, duh, it does every year. Again, like during the pandemic, kind of all bets were off. But this time of year it grows, and now we're going to start to see it shrink if it matches every other year down into the holidays, and they'll start to build again, sort of starting in early spring next year. So if you're looking. Statistically speaking, next week, best week of the whole year to buy. So just thought that was worth passing along. And it's interesting because I can say in the markets that we watch, the inventories are definitely growing. It'll be interesting to see if they start to taper off, but might be a good opportunity. So that is it. Again, I'll put a link to the article down below so you can see that for yourself, make your own judgments. And that is it. I'm Bill with Franklin Loan Center. And please like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you all next week.